he was so, he just always thought of other people first, and he always wanted to do good. He had like the best heart of anyone I've ever known. And I've never heard him say one bad word about anyone. And he would always give to the people that had nothing, even when he himself had very little. And he also taught me everything I know about music. He taught me how to play the guitar and the piano, and initially got me into songwriting when I was younger. But sadly, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia some years prior to his death. And even though he remained that same amazing person, his illness suppressed him more and more over time. And he started feeling very alone. He felt broken. He felt hopeless. And he started isolating himself, even from us, his family. He felt like a burden. He felt like damaged goods. And I think sometimes he even felt like we would be better off without him. But he was very, very, very wrong. Because he was never a burden. His illness might have been, but he was not his illness. And it was a bigger burden on him than on any one of us. So, you know when you love someone, like you would do anything. Like even if we had to give up everything in our life to only be there for him 24/7, we would do it. Because nothing is worse than him not being here, you know? Than not having him in our lives. I had a very hard time, in general, figuring out what to say today, just because I feel like I have so many things at heart, but at the same time, I just have nothing. But I think my point of this speech is that I want people with mental health issues and people considering suicide as their way out to understand that they are not a burden, and they're never a burden, and that they are loved and that they are worthy, even though they might not always feel like it. Like my brother, a lot of the time he didn't feel loved. No matter how much we tried to show him that we loved him and that we were there for him and that we still thought he was that amazing person, his illness wouldn't allow him to believe it. And that's the thing about emotions and thoughts, that they do not always equal reality. So you may feel all of these things, and you may feel like you don't want to burden your family. You may feel like they don't even love you, and they would never be there for you. And also your friends, no matter who you have around you as your support, you know? But most of the time it's not true. It's not the case. And I won't lie, I have days as well where I feel like life isn't worth living. And where I feel like I can't be in a world where my brother no longer exists. And those days, the only thing that keeps me going is that I could never put my family through this again. I know that you shouldn't live solely for other people and because you're scared of hurting the people you love. You should live for yourself, but I will say, if the fear of hurting the people you love is the only thing that keeps you going right now, and if it's the only thing that helps you to survive, then hold on to that. And hold on to that until the day that you can start living for yourself again. Because there's a big chance that day will come. And a lot of the time, for a lot of people, it comes even sooner than they can even imagine. So, yeah, I just advise anyone with mental health issues, anyone with suicidal thoughts and anything like that, to reach out to family, friends, professionals, organizations that exist only to help people like you, and to let people help you and to let them in, and to keep fighting for yourself. So, yeah.